Claire Obscure Expedition 33 just swept the Baftas, completing a clean run of all 5 major gaming award ceremonies. Only one other game has ever done that. We'll get into it. Metro 2039 is officially real, and the story of how it got made might be the most important thing about it. More on that later. And the Call of Duty movie just got an official release date, with a director and a writer whose names you definitely know. That's all coming up. Hello everyone, I'm Taylor, and welcome back to my channel. This week has been absolutely packed with gaming news. On top of the stories you just saw, we've also got Starfield's rocky PS5 launch, Xbox Game Pass potentially getting an overhaul, and Fable getting a surprise assist from one of gaming's most cinematic studios. But first, GTA 5 launched in 2013. That's 13 years of enhanced ports, re-releases, and near-endless GTA Online content. And we are finally, officially inside the fiscal year of GTA 6's planned November 19th release date. The milestone was flagged by a Reddit user, and it actually matters, because if Rockstar is planning another delay, that announcement is probably coming sooner rather than later. Take-Two has an earnings call next month where GTA 6 is expected to come up, and fans will either walk away way more confident in the date or get hit with another disappointment. Take-Two has publicly doubled down on November 19th, and the industry widely expects this to be one of the biggest launches in gaming history. What this fiscal year milestone also signals is that the marketing machine is about to shift in a completely different gear. A GTA 6 marketing blitz is expected to kick off this summer, and we still haven't seen a single thing about GTA 6 Online. Given how massive GTA 5 Online became, that reveal is going to be a moment. We're in the home stretch, November 19th, mark it. So, are you confident GTA 6 actually drops on November 19th? Or are you still bracing for another delay? Let me know in the comments. So shifting gears from one historic moment to another, the last major award ceremony of the gaming season just wrapped, and one game did something only one other game has ever done. The Bafta Game Awards, the last of the big 5 ceremonies of the gaming award season, held its ceremony in London on Friday, and Claire Obscure Expedition 33 didn't just win, it made history.
And the winner is Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Sandfall Interactive's Claire Obscure took home Best Game, Bafta's equivalent of Game of the Year, along with Best Debut Game and Performer in a Leading Role, which went to Jennifer English for her portrayal of Mael. That's 3 wins of the night, and it completes a full sweep of all 5 major industry award ceremonies. This is only the second time any game has done that. The other was Baldur's Gate 3. Going into the ceremony, Claire Obscure led with 12 nominations, Dispatch had 9, Ghost of Yotei with 8, Death Stranding 2 with 7, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle with 6. Other notable wins, Ghost of Yotei took Music and Technical Achievement, Dispatch won Audio and Supporting Performer, which went to Jeffrey Wright. Blueprints won Game Design, No Man's Sky won Evolving Game, Arc Raiders took Multiplayer, and South of Midnight won New IP. Full winners is on Bafta's website, but the headline is clear. Claire Obscure is the consensus Game of the Year, and it isn't close. Do you agree with Claire Obscure taking Game of the Year, or is there a 2025 game you think deserved to sweep more? Drop it in the comments. Next, one of gaming's most atmospheric franchises just made its return, and the story behind how this game got made is unlike anything else you'll hear this year. 4A Games just officially revealed Metro 2039, the next mainline entry in the post-apocalyptic franchise and the first core installment since 2019's Metro Exodus. The game was announced during a dedicated showcase, and it confirms recent reports of a sequel while offering a detailed look at its story, tone, and direction. The most significant aspect of Metro 2039's reveal is how dramatically its development changed in response to real-world events. According to 4A Games, Russia's invasion of Ukraine fundamentally altered both the studio's reality and the game itself, with executive producer John Bloch saying, "Everything we had planned for the next chapter of Metro changed." Much of the team has continued working while based in Ukraine or scattered across multiple countries, adapting to power outages, displacement, and the uncertainty of an active war. What was initially envisioned as a continuation of the series has now evolved into something that hits closer to home for the developers. Set once again within the tunnels of the Moscow Metro, Metro 2039 marks a deliberate return to the series' roots after Metro Exodus took the gameplay into a larger semi-open world. The game introduces a new protagonist known as the Stranger, a fully voiced lead character who is drawn back into the Metro despite trying to leave that life behind. The setting is a much more unified but oppressive world, with the factions of previous Metro games now consolidated under a fascist regime. Where previous entries focused on preventing war, this installment reflects what it means to endure it, with a stronger emphasis on consequence, survival, and the cost of freedom. So, are you hyped for Metro 2039, or have you never played a Metro game before? Really quick, if you're still here, you're clearly my kind of people. Do me a quick favor and hit the like button before we keep going. It takes 2 seconds and it genuinely helps push this content to people who don't know this channel yet. And if you're not subscribed, fix that right now. I drop these videos as often as I can, and I don't want you missing a single one. Alright, let's get back to it. From the tunnels of the Metro to Hollywood, the Call of Duty movie just got an official release date, and there's a lot to talk about. The movie is being directed by Peter Berg, whose previous credits include Friday Night Lights, Hancock, and Battleship, and it's being co-written by Berg and Taylor Sheridan, who created Yellowstone. According to Activision and Paramount, the Call of Duty movie is designed to thrill the massive global fan base by delivering on what fans love about the series while also bringing in entirely new audiences. The movie doesn't have an official cast yet, but given the franchise's tendency for high-octane action and spectacle, the film is sure to attract some of the biggest action stars. Little is known about the plot, but the series has a history of strong campaign narratives, so the adaptation of Modern Warfare or Black Ops wouldn't be out of the question. So, are you hyped for a Call of Duty movie, or is this going to be another video game movie disaster? Staying in the Call of Duty universe, we've got a leak from a trusted source putting a name and a time frame on the next entry in the franchise. The next Call of Duty, rumored to be Modern Warfare 4, is dropping in October 2026. According to Charlie Intel, who has a history of accurate COD leaks, Modern Warfare 4 will release on one of the 5 Fridays in October 2026. This is interesting timing because it's coming out a month before GTA 6, which releases in November and is expected to dominate the market. It seems like Activision is trying to get Modern Warfare 4 out before GTA 6 takes over, but giving players just a few weeks before the biggest game launch of the year is still a bit risky. Looking beyond the release date, there are rumors that Modern Warfare 4 will take place in the Korea Peninsula, potentially involving conflict between North and South Korea. The DMZ mode will reportedly appear in the game, which makes sense since extraction shooters like Arc Raiders and Escape from Tarkov have blown up recently. There are also rumors that Modern Warfare 4 will largely copy Modern Warfare 2's polarizing multiplayer, so if that's true, it could be a mixed bag for fans. Charlie Intel also reposted rumors that Call of Duty will skip Xbox Game Pass this year, so you might have to buy it separately even if you're a Game Pass subscriber. So are you hyped for Modern Warfare 4, or are you tired of these annual COD releases? Starfield launched on PlayStation 5 on April 7th, and early sales data from analytics outlet Alinea is being described as middling. The game moved around 140,000 copies in its first week, generating roughly $7.7 million in gross revenue. For context, the best performing Xbox port on PS5 in the last 6 months is Ninja Gaiden 4 at 257,000 copies. Forza Horizon 5 has sold 5.7 million copies on PS5 to date, so Starfield has a long way to go, and a widespread crashing issue that players are calling unplayable isn't helping. Bethesda says a hotfix is coming. 1 weekend, and it's not a great start. Xbox CEO Asha Sharma just admitted that Xbox Game Pass has become too expensive. In a message sent to Xbox employees, the new head of Xbox said the service isn't the best deal for players anymore. According to The Verge, Sharma said Microsoft needs to find better value equation for the service. She wrote, "Game Pass is central to gaming value on Xbox. It's also clear that the current model isn't the final one. Short term, Game Pass has become too expensive for players, so we need a better value equation. Long term, will we evolve Game Pass into a more flexible system, which will take time to test and learn around." What Xbox is planning for the service is currently unknown, but there's been a lot of speculation. Recently, there have been rumors of new Xbox Game Pass tiers coming to the service, with one tier seemingly including only first-party games. There's also been a rumor that Call of Duty may no longer come to the service day at date. What hasn't been suggested or speculated on is the idea that Microsoft just lowers the price of Game Pass, which seems like the obvious solution. Less than a year ago, Microsoft announced that Xbox Game Pass Ultimate pricing was going up by 50%, and other plans like Game Pass PC also saw a significant monthly price increase. So, do you think Xbox Game Pass is too expensive, or is it still a good deal? From subscription drama to something a little more fun, TT Games just pulled back the curtain on one of the most iconic locations in the upcoming LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. The LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight development team just gave us a look at one of the most iconic locations in the game, the Batcave. Ahead of the May 22nd launch, developer TT Games revealed that the Batcave will serve as the main collectible hub, and players will build it up brick by brick as the story unfolds. The deeper you get into the story, the more of the Batcave you unlock, including an arsenal of bat suits, a garage full of Batmobiles, and upgradable gadgets like batarangs and explosive gel. The bat suits are pulled from across Batman's entire history: comics, TV shows, movies, and games. One of the highlights is the Absolute Batman suit from Scott Snyder's Absolute Universe, joined by Absolute Catwoman as two of the unlockable costumes. There's also a Bat computer with case files on characters, trophy displays, and because it's Lego, a personal gym you can build in there, because of course you can. So are you hyped for Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, or are you waiting for reviews first? And wrapping up this week, the Fable reboot just got a surprising creative assist from one of Xbox's biggest studios. Xbox Chief Content Officer Matt Booty revealed on the official Xbox podcast that the Blizzard Cinematics team is helping Playground Games with the cutscenes in the upcoming Fable reboot. Booty reframed it as Xbox Studios sharing expertise, Blizzard on Fable, Compulsion Games using Activision's Motion Cap Studio, Rare helping Double Fine on their Pottery game Kill. For Fable specifically, it makes sense. Blizzard cinematic work is elite, and Playground doesn't have a background in RPG cutscenes. Fable still has no official date, but Playground has pushed back against delayed rumors and is targeting autumn 2026. Whether it ships before GTA 6 takes over everything is still the big question. Well, that wraps up this week. It's been a big one. GTA 6 is closer than it's ever been, award season closed out with a historic sweep, and we got a lot of heavy hitters on the horizon with Metro 2039, the Call of Duty movie, and Fable still on the way later this year. There's a lot to look forward to. I really appreciate you all for watching and supporting the channel. It genuinely means a lot, more than you ever know. If you're not already following me on my socials, make sure you do. I post news clips, updates, and extra content throughout the week that doesn't always make it into these videos. And of course, subscribe here on YouTube so you don't miss the next one. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.